A local court has spoken on a case of poaching amid efforts to protect the country's territorial waters 5 years ago. 8 Philippine Coast Guard personnel guilty of homicide in the Balintang Channel shooting. In March 2014, the National Bureau of Investigation recommended the filing of charges against Coast Guard Commander Arnold de la Cruz, C. Menique Aurelio, Edrando Aguila, Melvin Bendo II, Andy Golfo, Sonny Masangkay, Henry Solomon, and Petty Officer Richard Corpus for the death of a Taiwanese fisherman they encountered at the Balintang Channel, a waterway in the Batanes and Babuyan Islands area. According to the Manila Regional Trial Court decision, they face imprisonment of 8 to 14 years. They also have to pay a total of 100,000 pesos for moral and civil damages.
And this is a sad day for Filipino people, especially the Coast Guard, who are supposed to be given a big support in order that they could perform their job well.
The Coast Guard personnel had earlier said they only did their job to protect the country's waters. Based on their statements, Coast Guard and Fisheries Bureau personnel patrolled the channel on their way to Batanes amid rampant poaching in the area. The Coast Guard spotted Taiwanese nationals on board a fishing vessel on May 13, 2013. The Taiwanese fishermen said they were out to catch tuna. The Coast Guard said the Taiwanese crew entered Philippine territory without any flag or signal, so they tried to stop the group to find out its motive. But the Taiwanese crew moved even faster, supposedly to ram the Coast Guard vessel. Coast Guard personnel then fired at the engine section of the Taiwanese fishing vessel. The Taiwanese crew said as this happened, they hid in the engine section where one of them, Hung Shi Cheng, was shot in the neck.
The prosecution has the possession of the video to show how it happened. But the prosecution did not present that video because it is incriminating to their case.
The controversy had strained Philippine-Taiwan relations. Taiwan imposed sanctions as the country's leaders apologized for the incident.
The Taiwanese were stealing Philippine resources. That's why this case happened.
While they respect the verdict, the Coast Guard personnel said they are dismayed. They said their legal team will fight it out, even if this means taking the case all the way to the Supreme Court.
If you look at the transcript of the trial, there was, the forensic examinations of the firearms were questionable.
We are a professional organization. We will continue to perform our function, our job in spite of this setback.
The Philippine Coast Guard says it will support its personnel all the way and hoping that a favorable decision will be achieved in the legal battle. Trisha Trada, CNN, Philippines.